Have you ever wondered what happens when the right to health clashes with intellectual property rights during a global pandemic? The recent COVID-19 crisis has dramatically unveiled this tension, giving rise to what some have termed a parallel human rights pandemic. In this unprecedented pandemic, the race for a vaccine not only sparked a scientific marathon, but also highlighted a rift between innovation, healthcare access, and human rights. The year 2021 saw the production of an astonishing 10 billion vaccine doses. However, despite such an impressive figure, only 4% of individuals in low-income countries received full vaccination. A study published in the prestigious Lancet journal revealed that vaccinating just 20% of high-risk populations in these countries could have averted 45% of deaths. This marked 2021 as a lost year for pandemic response. In the midst of this turmoil, India and South Africa proposed a temporary waiver on certain intellectual property rights related to COVID-19 vaccines and treatments to the World Trade Organization, WTO. Their argument was simple yet powerful. During times of global crisis, public health should take precedence over private interests. However, what started as a pragmatic proposal quickly morphed into an ideological battlefield. Over 100 WTO members, primarily from low- and middle-income countries, championed this proposal. They contended that, in the face of a global health crisis, the right to health should take precedence over intellectual property rights. They believed that exceptional waivers could facilitate more equitable distribution of vaccines, potentially saving millions of lives. Contrarily, developed nations, home to most innovative pharmaceutical companies, held a different view. They feared that an exceptional waiver could discourage pharmaceutical companies from investing in future research and development. Despite calls for global solidarity, corporate monopolies on vital knowledge have had tragic consequences, hampering the equitable distribution of vaccines. Moreover, the rise of vaccine nationalism and vaccine diplomacy have exacerbated these inequalities. Nearly 2 years later, as the world neared the end of the pandemic, the WTO finally decreed a temporary waiver that was supposed to expedite access to necessary medical products. However, proponents of the debate found it too limited, too complex, and too restrictive, reducing its real efficacy. The end of the pandemic, declared by the World Health Organization, has sparked ongoing discussions on re-evaluating current systems. Experts, non-governmental organizations, and some governments argue for prioritizing public health over private profits during pandemics. Proposals include separating public vaccine development funding from exclusive technology rights and investing in local vaccine manufacturing in low- and middle-income countries to preclude future inequities. The COVID-19 crisis presents an opportunity to rethink intellectual property, not as exclusivity, but as a foundation for global solidarity. What are your thoughts on allowing temporary IP waivers during serious health crises? Thank you for listening to our episode. Don't forget to like the video, it helps creators. And for more information on other exciting topics, join the movement and subscribe to the DUP Square channel.